Maserati Gran Turismo.
All right, so here she is, you guys. The new 2024 Maserati Gran Turismo, finished in Bianco, is the exact name of the exterior color on this one. But as always, let's go ahead and start up front. Front fascia is going to differ between the trim levels. Both absolutely look amazing, so either way, you really can't go wrong. But I did want to mention that to start. Massive Maserati Trident logo in that front grille, of course, front and center. You do also have some functional hood vents. I wanted to show those to you guys real quick and get up around this thing. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but there are some functional hood ventilation within there. So there's little creases there. They're not just for show, they actually are functional. So I do like that. Headlights, and that's full LED headlights, by the way. Low and high beam do come standard with LED daytime running lights. You get the automatic feature as well, along with automatic high beams, meaning when you have your high beams on at night, and since this vehicle coming in the opposite direction, it's going to automatically dim them back to low beams. And when that vehicle is gone, it's going to automatically bounce it back up to high beams for you there. So definitely the best setup you can get there. But overall, one of the best looking cars in my opinion, especially up front. So let's now go ahead and make our way to the side. All right, so now since we are around to the side of this one, trim level badging found on that front fender. So you're either going to find Modena or you're going to find Trofeo found on that front fender. And you do have functional brake here. So there's a rubberized button just underneath of that, but they are pretty darn flushed, again, for better aerodynamics. So I like that as well. You do have that Trident logo found on the seat pillar towards the back there. That always looks good. You do have staggered fitment wheels as well, meaning the back wheels are going to be a little bit wider than the front ones. And you traditionally do find that in supercars like the Gran Turismo here. But body color power adjustable side mirrors do come standard. They are heated with LED integrated turn signals. And yes, they are power folding as well. So when you go to lock this one up, they are going to automatically fold in. When you unlock it, they're going to fold back out. So anyways, that pretty much rounds out the side profile of this one. Let's now go ahead and make our way to the back on the roof whatsoever. So that is pretty cool. Mercedes-Benz has started doing that as well. So again, better aerodynamics there. You do have some like the video and subscribe lettering found in the bottom portion there. So go ahead and feel free to like the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I've been doing this for 9 years now, reviewing everything I can get my hands on, including this absolutely stunning Gran Turismo. But anyways, LED taillights do come standard. And then to the very bottom here, you will find some gloss black accents found in the middle there. But to the sides, integrated dual exhaust outlets with chrome tips. So having said that, I do believe you guys know what we have to do next. Here it is, as always, here is that exhaust clip. All right, so now since we are around to the back of the Gran Turismo, when it comes to opening that rear trunk, there is a button on the key fob. You press that twice. There is a rubberized button on the trunk itself then as well. And there's actually a kick sensor available as part of a comfort package. It goes for $1,470. So if you have your hands full of groceries, that's another option you could add to this one if you wanted to. But once opened up, cargo capacity comes in at 10.9 cubic feet. The rear seats don't fold down, but there's a pass-through. So if you had a longer item, you could just open that up. And that's one option that you got, I suppose. But there was a 12-volt power outlet back there as well, to my surprise. And then if you were to lift up underneath of that cargo floor, you're going to find a tire inflator kit, as opposed to, I'm an even 6 feet tall. This is how much space I had back there. But to my surprise, with this being a 2+2, I actually found a lot more than I expected. I'll put it that way. You actually do have rear ventilation found for those rear passengers. You have a couple cup holders, of course, and you actually have a couple USB charging ports as well. That's a lot of stuff that you traditionally will not find for rear passengers, but I thought that was pretty cool. But then, making our way up to the front seats, 18-way power adjustable front seats do come standard. That's quite a bit. Heated front seats do come standard as well, and ventilated front seats come with that comfort package I was just mentioning to you guys. And by the way, heated steering wheel also comes with a comfort package in case you were curious. But leather finishes do come standard on the seats. You will find that Trident logo found on the headrest of the front seats as well. Overall, seating was 100% plenty comfortable, and here's why. Because the seams in this thing are vertical. So traditionally in a lot of cars, you'll find horizontal seams and it creates awkward pressure points. Well, scoping, it is power adjustable, it is leather wrapped, and again, heated with the comfort package and a flat bottom as well. So that was pretty cool. Then make our way to the startup. Let me start by showing you guys the key. You got your Trident logo on the one side. When you flip it over, lock, unlock, and that button to pop the rear trunk there. But it is all keyless entry with a push button start, and that push button start is found on the left side of the steering wheel there. So all I'm going to do here is simply put my foot on the brake and press that engine start button. And so once started up, you will find a 12.3-inch full digital gauge cluster. Definitely looks absolutely amazing, and of course, depending upon the drive mode that you put it in, it is going to adjust the look as well. You're going to get a lot of yellow and red hues with that sport driving mode. You're going to get some blue hues, more of a kind of like a chill driving mode for the GT. And then comfort, it looks like it's basically the same, but also of course tells you a digital speedometer, time of the day, how many miles you have left until you hit empty. So all the basics more or less. So anyways, now making our way to overall, it is available. Dual zone climate control does come standard on this one. You will find some Gran Turismo lettering found just above the passenger side glove box, and I love the design to the contrast stitching as well. It looks absolutely amazing. Also going to find the flag of Italy, though, just to the left of that air vent there in the corner. So I think that's pretty cool as well, since this vehicle is built and assembled in Italy. Carbon fiber package goes for $3,500. That's available if you wanted that. We'll find a frameless rear view mirror that is auto dimming as well, by the way. Stainless steel door sills along with stainless steel pedals. All of that definitely expected. And one of the cooler things, just to elaborate a little bit on the interior here, is the center clock found just above the infotainment screen, which we'll get to in a second. It's kind of a throwback to the 2009 Gran Turismo I remember reviewing, but it was an actual analog clock back then, but now it is a digital analog clock, if that makes sense. So it's still a throwback to what an analog clock would look like, but it is all digital. So that is... yeah, I love it. That was incredible. Definitely overkill for the sound system. A ton of bass, ton of clarity. The clarity was insane. Like I said, 19 speakers on the size of this thing is absolutely ridiculous and 100% overkill, and I love that. But one constructive criticism, you have these amazing aluminum speaker covers found in the doors, and yes, they are 100% aluminum. They look great, but the speakers right next to the A-pillar here, up here, they are black plastic. Why leave those black plastic? Why not make those aluminum as well? I would, seeing as everything else in this Gran Turismo is 100% perfection. That is the one little detail I would change to have this car absolutely perfect, and I'm probably being nitpicky, but it just doesn't make sense that all the rest of them are aluminum and that one is not. Anyways, last thing I want to mention, you guys, on the infotainment screen, of course, is when you do put the Gran Turismo in reverse, you will find a really high definition rear view camera coming standard, letting you know what is behind you, which is always is going to lead us into safety. So to start, front side curtain airbags do come standard. In the back, you're going to have latch, aka lower anchors and tethers to children for the rear car seats, tire pressure monitoring system, front and rear parking sensors. In a car this expensive, that is definitely a necessity. Reverse automatic braking. And I did want to mention there's a